Hey everybody, today I'm just sitting on my porch. I wanted to do a daily update. Me and Jackson the feral cat. But anyway, I wanted to talk about a variety of things. One thing I want to talk about are the fires going on in Canada. And today, I don't live in Canada, but I live in the United States. And today it's hazy here, and I can smell smoke in the air a little bit. And I do live in the Midwest, so it's not as bad here as it is in some other places. But yeah, there's a air advisory here. They're telling people to stay in, especially people that have, lung problems or asthma and things like that. Um, it's not really bothering me too much, so I'm outside sitting on my back porch. Um, but yeah, and also I had that butterfly come by me earlier today, but I wasn't able to catch it on video. But it was like really amazing because it circled around me some more, and then it loves this tree out here. It was climbing up and down the tree, and then when a squirrel was sitting in the tree, the butterfly was flying around the squirrel too. And I got a good look at it this time, and it's an orange and black butterfly. It's very beautiful. But yeah, that was happening today. And then, believe it or not, this is going to sound very unbelievable, but I saw a bobcat today going down my alley, and it went down one way, and then about 20 minutes later, it went down the other way towards the railroad tracks. So, my town has a lot of railroad tracks, so I've seen coyotes, I've seen wolves, and I've seen bobcats before along the tracks. So it's not really anything new, but I hadn't seen a bobcat for a while. Mostly I see coyotes. So we do have a lot of coyotes here in the woods in the town that I live in. So yeah. And with that being said, um, I wanted to talk a little bit more too about what's going on with me. Um, I missed my dentist appointment the other day because something else is going on that was a little bit more important than that. So I have to reschedule that maybe, but I'm not sure if I'm going to or not. But I know this side of my mouth, the gums up here, um, when I look in, the gums are bigger on this side than the other side. And also, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's not hurting, but it just feels like, there's something kind of like a cotton packed in there or something, but I know there's not. But I just don't know. I'm almost, not to sound like this, but I'm almost over it, worrying about it. Um, I'm going to let it go for a little bit longer, but I might get it checked out in the near future, but I might get a hold of a different dentist. I'm not sure what to do or think about it all. Um, I I don't know. I just am unsure about um, going through any more dental procedures. But I'll keep everybody posted on what's going on with that. And then I was diagnosed with possible bladder infection the other day, so I'm on antibiotics for that, which I'm feeling a lot better than what I was. So I can't complain, and I've been drinking a lot of cranberry juice as well. So um, I'll keep people posted on that. But I'm sure everything's going to be fine. But yeah, just wanted to update people. It's not too hot outside today. I can't complain. And there's a small breeze, and the birds are singing, and I love hearing the birds chirp. So yeah, I'm having a pleasant day sitting outside. I'm going to go in and get me a cup of tea pretty soon and come back out. And the only thing that I could really complain about, although I don't like to complain, are the mosquitoes are kind of bad out here. But yeah, they're not even as bad as what I've seen them in some places though, so, or in other places. So, yeah. And I'd like to remind people that, there's always, always, always something to be grateful for. I mean, I can make lots of examples. Like, I'm grateful personally for a roof over my head because I was homeless at one time. I'm grateful to have electricity. And when that storm hit, my electricity went out. So, yeah, and I was thankful the heat wave wasn't going on at that time. And then I'm also thankful for having food in my house. I mean, it may not always be the food that I'd like to eat, but I'm still eating. So I'm very thankful for that. And I am vegan and plant-based dieting. So, and it's not really dieting because it's a lifestyle for me. And I will go into a video at some point why I went vegan. Um, but don't be afraid to comment on any of my videos if you agree or disagree. I mean, as long as people keep it respectful. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, and you don't have to agree with everything in life either. I mean, we have to agree to disagree. Agree to disagree, I mean, at times. But the most important thing in this world is showing love to each other and caring about each other and our fellow man, and to care about the animals and the planet, and to treat each other with respect and to be kind to each other. And, there's so many ways that you can help maybe those around you too without expecting anything back. I mean, that's the best way to do it. I mean, that's a kind heart. So have a kind heart and always live an authentic, truthful life, and try to be sincere with people, and try to be a good friend to others if you do have, them as a friend. I've been guilty in the past of not being a real good friend, and I admit this. I would say things like, "Oh, I'll come over on Friday," and then, I'd promise, and then on a Friday it wouldn't happen, and things like that. And I don't do this anymore, but um, I was guilty of that in my younger days, and that's not really very nice. And I had to forgive myself for that because I was very, very hard on myself when I realized just how much this bothered people, because I never really at first realized how much people would really care if I actually showed or not, and a few did. So, you know, I just even apologies can't change what you've done. But yeah. um Another thing that I would like to talk about are the fact that people sometimes they're like judgmental on people, on how they look and things like that. And what's more important with in life is how a person treats somebody else. It's not what they look like. um I know a lot of people base people off looks, and this isn't the way to be in life. And I think as we advance, personally, spiritually, I mean, for those of us that have awakened or are spiritually advancing, I think the more we spiritually advance and awaken, the more we know, that we don't like material things. Money doesn't mean anything to us. We want to eat right. We don't want to be mean to people. And also, we don't base people on looks. We look at the soul and the spirit of the person and who they really are. So, but anyways, um, until next time, blessed be.